stop uploading that one or two page resume. Just stop. Stop. Now, as I continue to say in all of my videos, I'm referencing the past as well as the present and what will likely be the future, because not much has changed. And when I see nuances that change, it should make a smart person think, why? So as it was in the past, say some 10, 15 years ago, the federal government was asking you on the USAJOBS website to fill out that same block, even though it looked slightly different, and it gave you then 2,000 characters. And when I talk about characters, as I have in a previous video, I'm talking about, here we go, my name, Lisa. That's 4 characters. So the federal government at that time was giving you 2,000 characters for which you to fill in and describe your knowledge, skills, and abilities. Well, when they rolled out, again, years later, a revision of USAJOBS, which they've done 2 or 3 times since it's rolled out, they came up with the idea that they needed to allow more room for people to put in more information. Now, if you're old school, you understand that if you go on opm.gov, you'll see job descriptions, or what they call job classifications. And those job classifications get down to the bare minutia of what details are within a job. So when you look at a job description on USAJOB, you're only seeing but a brief maybe paragraph or maybe just a few sentences of what the job may actually entail, because each job has levels, steps, GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, and so on and so forth, all the way until SES status. So with that being said, there is so much information that is comprised in a federal government job description. How can you possibly match up your skills with 2,000 characters? So they opened it up to 5,000 characters. So yes, that's LISA is 4 characters, and you have the availability of 5,000 characters. So what I'm advising you to do is maximize to your fullest ability, which I'm going to show you a cheat, how to get in those 5,000 characters. And when you do, as have I, for multiple positions that I've had over the course of 10 years, and again, this was prior to me going into the federal government, it comprised of 6 pages. 6 pages is how long my federal resume is. And I'm certain if I was to make this double space, or I attempted to make it look like what a civilian resume would look like, this would easily be 20 pages. So what you want to make sure that you do is do not upload your civilian resume in order to apply for a federal job. Now here is the point that I want you to absolutely understand. Now I've already referenced that opm.gov provides a plethora of information with regards to the job descriptions as well as the various levels of responsibility that each position will have at each stage. So if I'm fully filling out the application and I'm fully maximizing those 5,000 characters and I'm putting in for a job, and it might be a job that you have a great deal of experience in and I have little experience in, but if I'm using 5,000 characters to describe my experience in that job that I may have held for 1 year, because remember, you have to put down every single job. It doesn't matter if it was a job for 6 months or 16 years. And in all actuality, it kind of hinders you that you've had a job for 16 years. Well, it's hindered you until now, because I'm also going to be providing yet another course on how to get around having an extensive career in one location. So back to my point here with this 1-page resume. So you're applying for a job and you have uploaded this nicely written 1-page resume. Off it goes. Well, as I've said before in a previous video, those characters, LISA, are channeled through a data system. And so how many characters do you think are going to come through here? Let's give it the benefit of the doubt and say 1,000. So this person used 1,000 characters in order to describe what may very well be a long work history in a profession that they have ample amount of expertise to qualify for a position. But I worked in that position for 1 year and I use 5,000 characters. Well, this is what 5,000 characters for one job looks like. So obviously, I'm speaking well to my knowledge, skills, and abilities far more in this one job description for 1 year than this person is for 16 years in that profession. So if we're talking about characters funneling through and using the comparison for the exacerbating job description that the federal government runs you through, how do you think it's going to match up? How do you possibly think that this resume is going to match up to this resume when it simply comes down to data, the digits, the characters that you're putting in? So it would be absolutely positively not the smartest move for you to upload a resume, especially if you're trying to create a civilian resume and use it in a federal arena. It just simply won't work. But if you stay with me, subscribe, hit the notification bell on, I'm going to show you the smartest way to get those 5,000 characters. And no, it is not by copying the job description on USA Jobs. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again.